What's good? What's popping? Welcome to another episode of that deep, deep, deep shit where we connect the dots. On today's episode, we're going to jump into a little bit of superstition, right? It's going to be Superstition 101. We might make this a series. This might be a series that we might continue. So we're going to jump into one superstition, all right? I should even do a video explaining superstition. You know what? I'll just go into it briefly right now. Okay, so what happened over time was there was spiritual science that probably predated Kemet, but we'll just use Kemet as a reference point. So by the time, and for those who don't know, Kemet is Egypt, right? So all the knowledge of everything in the universe was practiced in Egypt, right? At some point. This is where you had the first universities at, right? Kemet. Let me be clear. So, when Kemet was disbanded or overthrown, a lot of sacred knowledge spread in fragments across the globe. This knowledge of how the universe works became superstition, because people who actually seen the scrolls or seen the carvings of the wall, they knew the knowledge. Remember, these things were carved in or etched in stone. Writings on the wall, etched in stone, written in stone. They knew firsthand the knowledge. When some of the stones or tablets became hidden, it was only spoke about, right? It was only spoke about. That's how you get superstition. If you do this and do that, this happens. Superstition. Superstition over time became religion. All right. So there's a superstitious act or a superstitious, I don't know if you want to call it a fact, but there's a superstition that it's bad luck if you leave your hat on the bed. It's bad luck. That's what they say. You leave your hat on the bed, it's bad luck. Now, all right. So let's see what is said about such said bad luck, or the fact of leaving your hat on the bed. It says, so goes the superstition, don't lay your hat where you're going to lay your head, because evil spirits will spill out from your hat. The second is tied into the belief of morbid angles. Morbid angles. Leaving a hat on the bed might suggest that somebody has died. This is a very mundane definition of why that happens. Let's go into another one. Another one says, this is from How Stuff Works. It says, why is a hat considered unlucky to leave? Why is it considered unlucky to leave a hat on the bed? While putting your hat on the bed might not conjure up evil spirits, it might leave lice. That's stupid. Something from the net. Here's something from the net that says, the Negroes in the South have many superstitions. Never step on a broom. Either pick it up, walk around it. Walking around suited most of them better. Never put a hat or umbrella on the bed. And heavens never come in the door and go out the other. What the fuck are they talking about? superstitious belief that many African Americans were taught by their grandparents, whose historical origins appear to be ancient. Cultural practices. Items included: you should never put a hat on the bed. I eat black eyed peas on New Year's Eve for good luck. The first of them, for example, appears to stem from ancient practices of voodoo among slaves and freed slaves, in which a hat was placed on a person's bed to warn him that maintaining his present course of action would be met by a curse, hex, or other negative reaction. See, that's that bullshit. All right, we finna go ahead and simplify that shit right the fuck now. All right, so remember, they always gonna try to scare you, right? But the reason why you shouldn't, it's not that it's bad luck. The reason why you shouldn't is because the bed is your place of power. The bed is the place where you, a lot of the times, connect to other realms, connect to your higher self, connect to ancestors, connect to source, if you're lucky. So this is your place of power. The bed, the bedroom is where you sleep, right? Your hat may contain antennas, right? Antennas. Your hair is an antenna, straight up, depending on the hair though, depending on the strength, right? So now, if you go to someone's house and you take some of your hair and put it on their place of power, you may send them to somewhere they don't need to be. You may transmit or receive, or they may receive some type of energy that ain't for them. You know what I'm saying? Also, your antennas are always connected to you. So if you place your hat on somebody else's bed though, your antenna's still connected to you even if you've left. If your hair falls off the hat, it's a possibility. It's not that it's bad luck. It's just a possibility that you may leave an antenna that you tethered to. Somebody else is going into their place of power, you feel me, connecting to who they connecting with. You don't know what they connecting with. It could lead some shit back to you that you're not really rocking with. The whole different frequency. You see what I'm saying? So, or your energy could vibe out to whoever laying in that bed. You see what I'm saying? And send them to a place. I highly doubt that if you put your own hair or your own hat on your own bed, that it will be bad. That don't make no sense because you lay in the bed. It's your antenna. That's your place of power. But I think that really comes from other people's hats or hair on other people's places of power. So that is the superstition debunked and explained. All right. We're going to try to keep that shit rolling with this superstition series. All right. Cool.